That is my heat treat kiln. That is where knives become knives. And I think it's worse for wear. It has a code it keeps throwing, code 57, which could mean thermocouple. Apparently it's supposed to be somewhat easy to fix. We shall see. I'm going to take the control panel off. We'll go from there. Bad day for me. But first, I'm going to light a cigar, because it's one of those days. All right. Let's move the welder out of the way so we have space. You know what? Let's see if we can move even closer. Okay, so, and here we go. You know what? Because this is running on a 250 line, we're going to unplug this first. I gotta get back here. Okay. Oh, no, that's not in. Let's take this off. You know what? Before we get too far, let's get a brush and wipe this whole thing off. Get all the dust off. Okay. Okay, get all that dust out of there. Okay, get this one right here. All right, so, oh, hey guys. I'm taking apart my little heat treat oven. I got a potential bad thermocouple. And, yeah, oh, it looks like I'm live again, so I lost this. But, oh, I don't even know what that means, but hey guys. Hopefully it's not dead, but time will tell. Let's throw the cigar up there. Smoke's billowing in my face. I know I don't know the first thing about electronics. So I could be making, was it $2,300? I think it was $2,300 mistake. I think that's what this thing cost. It cost a lot. And hopefully I don't destroy it. Here is the control panel. It looks like all the wires look pretty good for what they are to my uneducated self. But I do have one thing that's a little strange. Any of you guys know anything about electronics by chance? Or heat treat ovens? I keep seeing the same thing getting bombed in the comments. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's see. Look at all these wires. I don't even know how well you guys can see what's going on. Let's get the flashlight out. Okay. And in order to replace the thermocouple, from what I'm reading, I'm not going to have to take the whole thing apart, but I think I'm going to have to, and that is kind of scary. Because it's 24 inches long, it weighs a ton. And that just does not seem like a fun day for a blacksmith. For the love of God, I am not a techie person. I swing a hammer at hot steel, like they've been doing for like, I don't know, 1,200 years? Probably longer than that. Hey everybody, I'm Rachel. I am having technical difficulties. My heat treat oven is not working. It is throwing a code. It is throwing a code 57. Apparently that means my thermocouple could be bad, or loose wires. I'm not sure, but that's where we're at. Let's turn the brightness up on this so I can even see what's going on. Okay. I'm actually just gonna plug it back in because loose wires was one of the things it said to look for. And that's where we're at. So let's see if we can get a quick screenshot or quick picture. Okay, we'll try that. Okay. There wasn't even a reason to get these unscrewed here, but now I know. The more you know. If you guys are on lunch break, hope you're enjoying your lunch break. And by all means, relish in my sorrow. Oh man, this is not the day I had in mind. I came out here, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get my knives ready for heat treat, and that didn't happen. And here I am now, taking apart or putting back together a control panel for my heat treat oven. I'm actually rather impressed with the amount of dust inside of here. I shouldn't be, but I am. Okay. I feel like a grumpy old Eeyore right now. You guys know who Eeyore is? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Winnie the Pooh these days. It looks like I got one cross-threaded up there. Ain't that a bummer? Okay, let's get this screwed on. I know they weren't on there too tight. So there's that. Luckily, they're just regular old screws you can get at a hardware store. Because I don't know about you guys, but I ran into things before where the screws that were used were very hard to find and very specific. And that can make you a very sad panda. It made me a very sad panda, I'll tell you that. Now, I highly doubt that fixed the problem, but we shall see. Turn it off. I gotta turn it on or plug it in. Okay. I'm coming through. Let's see what happens. It beeped at me. I guess that's a good sign. I gotta wait, or I'm going to wait. See if it says idle or anything. Yep, there we go. It takes a minute for this to get to the point it's at. I'm just not going to look at it and wait. I'm just going to hang out. And, oh, looks like my thermocouple is bad. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Supposedly it's easy to fix, but I'm I'm very intimidated by this project. And, oh boy. One of them things that you hope doesn't happen and then happens, and here we are. Oh boy. Well, now that I know for sure, it's not just loose wires, at least not on the control panel end. I'm gonna cut this live. Hope you have a better lunch than I do. Peace, y'all.